Hey, what's up? It's Mercenary Tech, your main Kings Court representative. We are at Bartlett Lake Flats around Carefree, Arizona. I'm gonna do a little freestyle video on the scratch, on the cuff, about this Starlink connection right here, Starlink internet. Freestyle meaning that it's a 360 camera. I'm not really gonna edit these together, so I'm just do my best to flow with it. As you can, this is north, facing where I'm pointing at, north. In our region in Arizona right now, it seems that you need to always, basically, if you already know where north is, set your dish where it's gonna, when it comes on, it's gonna be facing the north. That's where it always seems to, like, when you turn it on, it'll go straight up and then it'll flatten down and go a left or right, but it's always gonna face north. I'm gonna just show y'all how we kind of got this rig together to serve the purpose while we're out here. This location here, there's no internet connection unless you probably got a high-powered phone, or, I mean, there's maybe some Verizon or something, but still with that, no. I've tried cell phone boosters. I got some stuff on the van. This RV, we have two MIMO antennas. There's one on the other solar panel that's running off the Verizon network. They're up high. They're not getting any connection. So cell phone is a no-go. Starlink is like the only way that I've noticed that I've basically tried to put this thing together. How, if I'm ever presented with the no network situation, how do I get connected? And this is the first time really putting it to the full use. It's like a beta test, but at the same time, we still are in production mode. So, because there's business that I have to take care of every day. I can't be without network. So this is how it is. I just set it up here. Hasn't been any high winds or anything. It's pretty secure, but still I have it kind of slid up under the solar panel. And I'm gonna hand y'all down so we can go on down. I wanted to start it up top so we can get some views. You all just do your best to focus on me or whatnot. The 360 can be a little confusing because if you have ADD, HD or something, you know, stay focused, my brothers and sisters. That's all I'm saying. Here we go. Gonna hand y'all down. So you see that we got our wire. My wire, I'm keeping it like in the ladder, and it's going down to our trailer down in the back. Let me talk about that before I hand y'all down. You best believe with Mercenary Tech, there's always a method to the madness. I'm gonna put y'all back here again. I'm gonna put you right here so you can look at the trailer while I'm talking. There's a method to the madness. So this is beta testing though, but what I'm doing, okay. Folks that know with the Starlink router system, you have to power it with AC power. AC. It's like home electrical, you know, alternating current. DC power is like direct current that's coming from your batteries. You can just hook up directly, positive, negative, to a 12 volt or whatever power source. That's DC. When you're doing this RV stuff, whenever you can do some DC, that's the best. RV and marina, you know, we're looking for DC powered appliances because that's the best power conversion, just to use the direct conversion, the direct current. Because if you converting your batteries to AC, there's already a little bit of power loss right there. And just with the inverter being on, you're gonna use power. So I got a system on here. We'll make a whole nother video of that, what's keeping the RV powered without generators. But for the Starlink, I'm using the system that I have in this trailer. There's a 1,000 watts inverter hooked up to two batteries in series. I'm not quite sure about the amp hours, but that's about 150 watts of solar panels on top of it right there, a 50 watt and 100 watt. So the only thing, you know, I use that to power the scooters, to charge the scooters that we have. and also in this scenario to run the Starlink through the night. Because normally with your, people that do the RV know what I'm talking about, the boondocking. Normally you don't want to leave your inverter on overnight. It's something that you'll shut off when you don't need it, because just it being on, it's just, you don't want your batteries to ever go too low, because you can damage your whole battery pack, and money wasted, and we don't want to do that. So I'm putting that load on the system in the trailer. Okay, so that's why, because for AC, as we go down there, you already know why I know how to get it going in the RV, but the thing is going through the night, over the night, and still having a network, so we're getting notifications and all that stuff on our devices. I put it back there. There's a method to the madness, brothers and sisters. All right, I'm gonna hand them down. Let's see, our beautiful assistant here. Good. Okay, thank you. So our antenna wire, we took all the rest of it up under the solar panel, come in through the air vent. And it's just kind of junk right now because we're using it, we're putting stuff in and out. But you see, we got the router right here. Let me turn this around this way, but I think y'all can. Hopefully you don't get dizzy with this video. I said 1,000 watt inverter. That's a 1,500 watt inverter. See how it says DC to AC upside down right there? That's my 2 batteries. Charge controller. Let me get y'all where y'all can get a good look off of here right quick as I'm talking. I'm sorry, brothers and sisters, but bear with me. I'm trying to be thorough. This is freestyle, so we're gonna try to be thorough. You should be good right there, right? So get your bearings, get face where you need to face, so I can talk to you. Let me turn some light on. Okay, I don't know if that helped, but here we go. So I got a power strip up top right there, up here. That's what the inverter is connected to. And then there's another, using the other AC plug out, I have an outside plug so we can have access to the AC from the outside. I usually use it to charge the scooters. There's one of them right there behind you. Okay. But that's what's going on back here. So now, this is the router. Nothing too exclusive. I just want to let you see where everything is coming from. Okay, that's about it. Oh, just not make any. This is all freestyle. A little uneven, I'm sorry, bro. Alright. Nothing really else for me to tell y'all about that. Range is pretty good. Let me start talking about this though. So it's about maybe like 12 devices. 12 devices connected to that, including this watch right here. Maybe 13 or 14, including this camera that, including you're connected to that back there in the trailer right now. So that's where I wanted to basically show you what you're connected to experience what you're experiencing right now. I wanted to get that out the way. The back office, the stuff that's not cute, it's rugged, it's like space. It's like Starlink, it's like up there and it's dangerous, it's hot, it's gritty, but it's bringing you beautiful views like this. So you gotta be aware that that medium, that network medium layer. hope this ain't going over your head, but some folks know what I'm talking about, so you know how deep we can get. So here we go. Let's run some speed tests. Well, you know, so you see we got all of these devices out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are connected. We got about 1, 2, 3, 4 more, 3 or 4 more cell phones inside, right, that are connected. We got these TVs, TV right here, big TV in there, a TV in the bedroom that have Android sticks. I don't do Fire Sticks. I do Android TV, but Android sticks, and then the TV up front has a Windows device. Looks like an Android TV box, but it's a Windows of 4 gigs. All of that's connected to it. Got another laptop in there that's connected to it. And then the van right here has a computer, Windows. They call them B-Links. Matter of fact, it's the same thing that was up on the front TV. Up in here, it's a B-Link, but in the van, it's a metal one. That's connected to it. So everything, and so with all that connected, you hear something playing. That's playing from the B-Link. Like I said, you want DC power, so I don't have an inverter on right now, so that's why the bigger TVs aren't on, but this TV is direct current. It's a DC TV. It's running off the B-Link up in there. Like I said, little phones and shit right here. All these phones up on the top, phone right there, all that's connected to the Starlink. So we're going to do a speed test real quick, you know, because that's what people want to see. I already told you where we are, so this is a speed test coming from that location. Up another star. Hey man, the sky has been beautiful, man. You know, we saw Starlink satellites last night. Scrolling, another one across here, another one like going another way. That could have been an International Space Station, but I don't know. But you can tell when it's a satellite because it's just a steady flow, and they're like moving faster than that plane right there, right? That plane that's up in the sky, and they're way higher than that. And you know, when something's farther away, it's moving. It looks like it's moving slow. So man, think of how fast these things up in space, and they're just, man. So I'm talking about that because that's that layer, that's that place you can't go, and the reason why you're able to see me right now, right? You know, so there's some more YouTube videos that you can check out that talk about what's happening up in space. But let's do. I'm going to give you a couple ways of doing the speed test. A couple meaning just 2, I guess. That'd be the one from the Starlink app on the phone, and then the one from just the Google speed test. So let's bring you down here. Put you in my lap. Papa Joe Biden's lap. Woo! Okay, here we go. One speed test. Oh, look at that. Up to 50, 60, 70, 80. These are download speeds. Now, upload speeds are 90. 91.1 is our download speed from Starlink. Okay, now upload speeds are always, they're not so good. About 1 to 2 megs, what you can expect. Maybe higher, maybe 5 sometime. But that's just what it is. There might be a little boost time of day, certain times of day. Let's do another one. Let's do this in 3s for confirmation. Upload speeds is just, that's the way it is. I'm not getting a ping test on here. Some people like ping. So I'll give some, for the third test, see how the test right here is 3 megs. about 2.5. For the third test, I'll go to another speed test that gives us ping information. But this thing's been flying though. I mean, you've been good. You've been getting stuff done with our phones and stuff. With our phones, we can. There's your ping right there. 55 megabits per second. With your phones, you can do Wi-Fi calling. So both of our phones, our regular numbers work. Our Google numbers will work anyway. Download speed on here is a little less. You see how it says SpaceX Starlink down there. I guess their headquarters is in Denver. Well, no, that's just where the speed test is coming from Denver. I'm sorry. Sorry, brothers and sisters. That's the third speed test from there. Now let's do speed test from the Starlink app. Let's look at that. I'm going to bring y'all this little side camera right here. Go back to. So right now it says 10 devices connected. You can see, click on that and see a little list of what's going on. Then we're going to do our speed right here. Oh no, it's dusty. 51 megabits per second, so that's about consistent with the 55 coming from speedtest.com. That's on the ping, the latency. Speed test is at 23 megabits. Uploads hidden. See right here we're getting about, with our speed, our uploads. So okay, so this speed test right here is more of a one that's the true speed that the Starlink router is getting, because it's not like shared so much, like, or after it's being shared, like when I do a speed test on, well, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm feeling like because I'm using the Starlink app, that the speed test that it's giving me is the speed that the modem is getting, the router modem is getting. I could be wrong, or this could be a speed test only coming from the device right here. But the reason why I say that, check this out. If I was connected, like if I had a cellular network, or I was connected to a different network on this phone, not the Starlink, not the Wi-Fi. Like right now, I'm connected to the Starlink Wi-Fi, the network. If I was connected from another network, I would still be able to connect to the Starlink if it's online. Meaning, like, I'm still able to see the status of what's happening on how many devices are connected to it. So I feel like when I run a speed test, it's still telling me the speed that's happening on the modem. But I could be wrong. It's just me going, just how my brain thinks, That's about it, though. I showed you. I didn't do. This would be like the third speed test, I guess, on the phone. Which these speeds seem to be slower. Our latencies are going up. We're at 94 millisecond ping, 15 megabits per second down. Upload is not even a megabit. Okay, let's go back to this device over here. So this doesn't look as good to me. That doesn't look good. I like what this looks like on the laptop. On the tablet here. Those numbers there is what I like. But not like that's 100 megabit per second down. Which if you're consuming, if you're a consumer, that's all you need is just download speed, right? You don't need upload. If you're producing, you're in production mode, you're uploading, you're adding to the system, you're adding content, But look at that, we're going per upload about 3.8. And Even that'll even work. I mean, that's just fine with this IPTV services and things like that. Like if you're using something like Netflix or Apollo Group TV or in any one of them, that download speed to get the job done. So I say space. I say the Starlink satellite system is a thumbs up, especially if it's something that you need a lot. One good, one good thing, a lot. One good thing about the service is that you can pause your subscription. So if you feel like you're gonna use it more for a month or for little times of year, you can pay for it, and then when you don't need it as much because you're at a location where you're using a different internet connection, you can pause your subscription. So that's nice, and appreciate them overstanding that people would probably need that in this type of scenario, um, this type of internet source. Because I mean, it's a process to set up. You know, um, the RV has internet, Wi-Fi already off of wireless, so if you pull up and that's already working, you're probably just going to use that, you know, because it's already existing. So, you know, that's just giving you like an overstanding on. So I guess if folks are sitting on the sideline that really need this type of connection, go ahead and get it. It's the truth. You probably don't already know. I wish I had a promo code I could share with you or something so you can, but yeah, it's nice. All right, guys, that's been about this network solution issues, problem reaction solution. Peace.